Your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO and KGLOAM.com. And we're streaming this live as well on the KGLO News Facebook page. Sybil Soukup from the Humane Society of North Iowa joins us. And good morning. How are you?
Well, good morning. Simply much better than that cold weather we had last time we got together.
Yeah, blizzard stuff that was still going on when we met back on St. Patrick's Day. And of course, we're going to be talking for the most part every Tuesday about things going on at the Humane Society. And obviously, you've got a number of animals out there that you're trying to find homes for.
Well, yes, we normally have around 100 cats in our shelter.
Okay.
Our capacity is around 75. But, you know, a mom that has a litter of kittens or siblings that come together.
That automatically boosts the number pretty quickly.
Yes,
right?
For sure. And we can put them in the same kennel. And so, you know, we overcrowd the kennel space, which is not what we want to do. But there's just so many cats out there that need our help. So this time of year, like over the winter months, though we had, you know, a lot of great adoptions. Who doesn't want to cuddle a kitty during the cold months? So our numbers are down a little bit. We're down to in the 60s. We're hovering at, which is good. However, insider knowledge knows, I already know we have 3 pregnant mama cats that are ready to give birth or have already given birth. And then just naturally, this is the time of the year that we'll start seeing a lot of cats and kittens come in. We see it's kitten season is what we see at the shelter. Sure. So I wanted to focus on 2 kittens that we have at the shelter. And also in honor of, I know yesterday you probably didn't make a big announcement about it. And then I didn't see any, you know, big banners in the air over it. But it was National Cuddly Kitten Day yesterday.
National Cuddly Kitten Day.
Yeah, I celebrated. But, you know, I didn't see a lot of stores shutting down for this massive epic holiday. But
why not? We need to get a campaign for that next year.
Thank you. Petition. Yes. But you don't have a kitten, do you?
I do not.
Okay, so that is the reason why you did not celebrate National Cuddly Kitten Day and weren't aware of it. But I've got the solution for you.
Okay.
Easy as bread and butter.
Let's see. I'm guessing those are the names of 2 kitties in the shelter.
2 kitties at the shelter, yes. And we always recommend, you know, adopting 1 kitty is wonderful, but adopting 2 is twice as nice because I myself have experienced this. I was a 1 cat person for a long time, and when that kitty passed, I brought home 2 from the shelter. That they had a bromance going in the shelter, became buddies. And now I loved having 2 kitties at the same time. And now I'll never go back because, you know, I'm gone all day. I work, I travel. Right. My kitties are at home with company. I'm sure they know I'm gone. I'm sure they miss me and cry all day, but they've got each other to console. So in honor of National Cuddly Kitten Day, I got 2 cuddly kittens to talk about. And yes, their names are Bread and Butter. So Bread is the male. He is about 4 months old, 5 months old. So still in that kitten era, but not in the little tiny one. He's like litter box trained and all that. He is a white kitty with some dark tabby markings around his head and on his body. So handsome little guy, has a great face. And then his sister is Butter. She is more of a gray or what some fancy cat people might call a Russian blue. But she also has some white markings on her face and chest as well. So, you know, sometimes you get sibling cats and they're identical and you can't tell them apart. So when one's underfoot, you don't know which name to, you know, yell out. In this case, they are so diverse looking that you won't mistake them. But Bread and Butter are just 2 kittens that came to the shelter, again, as strays. No one reclaimed them. And so now they're looking for their forever home. We don't like when kitties spend, you know, more time in the shelter than what they should. So I'm hoping that someone out there is wanting to add National Cuddly Kitten Day to their calendar for next year, and you can celebrate with Bread and Butter.
Well, if somebody's not, after that description that you gave, wanting to, have bread and butter, I'd be surprised. So, but go ahead.
They are both available for adoption at the Humane Society of North Iowa. You can come see them in person. We are open Tuesday through Friday from 10 till 4, and then Saturdays 10 till 2, or you can just stop what you're doing, unless it's really important, and look at our website right now, which is hsni.org. That's HSNI as in Humane Society North Iowa.org. And we have a specific list on our right-hand side of our home screen for kittens. You can click that and see what we got, and then you'll see bread and butter on there.
And quick, talk about, the adoption process.
Sure.
Simple?
It can be, yeah. It can be very straightforward. We're not a store, so you can't just come in and plunk down the money and say, I'll take 20 kittens.
Right.
Although maybe we'd let that fly this time of year. But there is a process because, you know how I'm a humane person and this is my life and my career. And so of course I care where these animals go, and I want them to, I'm being charged with, ensuring that these animals are going into good homes that will be appropriate for their needs. So we want to make sure it's a good fit for the animal you're adopting and a good fit for you too. I can't tell you the number of times people come in and say, oh, I'm looking for a couch potato of a dog that's going to sit and hang out with me. And then instead they get a husky.
That exact opposite.
And then they're very disappointed. And it's like, well, that's just not the type of dog that would match your lifestyle. So we want to make sure you get a good fit. So the adoption process is you come into the shelter, or maybe you see somebody online that piques your interest. And it always starts with the adoption application. It's available in person at the shelter or online on our website under the application tabs. You fill that out. It gets submitted to my team. They review things. One of the biggest things they review is one, and this is so basic, but do you own your home or do you rent? If you rent, we just call your landlord to make sure it's okay for you to have a pet. Another one is, do you have pets at home already? And are they current at the vet? Are they spayed or neutered? Do they have their vaccinations? Do you take them to the vet regularly? Because, like your regular children, furry children require annual medical care as well.
Right.
And, to help extend their lives and keep them healthy. And so we want to make sure that our animals at the shelter are going to go into homes where their physical and medical needs will be met as well. So those are kind of the big things, otherwise it goes into what kind of home you're providing versus what animal you're looking at. So, if you are looking at a husky and you're just going to let him run free on your property, hello, goodbye. You'll never see that dog again. Like, you need to have adequate things in place to properly care for the animal you're adopting. So a lot of it is a jigsaw puzzle. There is no real black and white. But our goal is to ensure that every animal goes into a home that's going to be best for their needs.
All right. Anything else before we let you go?
Just have a wonderful day and happy spring.
Appreciate you stopping in. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you.
Sybil Soukup with the Humane Society of North Iowa here on your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO.